Creating reports in Access is very straightforward. We're going to use the wizard. In later courses we look at creating a report manually, but for now we're going to use the built-in wizard. This will just ask you a series of questions. The first thing we do is go to the Create ribbon in Access. If you look along the bottom edge of this ribbon, we've got the tables, queries, forms and reports. And we want to create a report using the wizard. So we click on that. It brings up the wizard box and it's going to ask us a series of questions. Now the first one is asking which table or query would you like the report based on. Now this can be based on a table or a query. If we look in the drop down, we have one table and one query. We'll choose this table we have, list of staff. It then asks us, from this list of staff table, these are all the fields. Do you want all of those fields on a report? Now I do want to bring almost all of these except one. So I'm going to first of all click on the double chevron. This puts all of them across, but there's one field that I don't really require on my report, and that's the photo field. That'll take up too much space on the report. So to bring this back, I can either double click on photo or I can click on the single chevron pointing to the left, and that brings it back. Remember, all the fields on the right are the ones that will appear on your report. We click on the next button. It now asks if we want any grouping. Now we shall do a group based on, for example, the county. If we double click on county, you'll see it appears on this little preview. Now to explain grouping, if you have many people in your data table, then if we display it, we could have several people that live in a county of Hertfordshire, Bedfordshire, Cambridgeshire. Now by grouping by county, what it will do, it will just list that county once. So it will list Bedfordshire just once, and underneath that heading it'll put all the staff that live in Bedfordshire. It will then follow that with Cambridgeshire, and it will show us all the people that live in Cambridgeshire underneath. We can add more than one grouping, but we'll leave it at county because we only have 15 records in our data table. We choose next. It asks if we want to sort it into any particular order, and we might want to ask it to sort by surname. We choose next. It now asks us how we want the layout. Do you want it stepped? And you can see a little preview in this window here what it means by stepped. If I choose block, you can see we get a block view and an outline view. Now if you're unfamiliar with these, it's worth trying each one in turn. It then asks us which orientation we want the paper. Now because we've included most of the fields, I doubt very much it'll fit them very neatly on a portrait, so we'll turn it landscape. We choose next. We'll call it list of staff report. Once you've finished answering just those few questions, you click finish, and it then displays everything that you require. Note that the county is grouped: Bedfordshire, Bucks and Herts. Underneath Bedfordshire is put the 3 people that live in Bedfordshire. It's put the 2 people under Buckinghamshire, and it's put the remainder who live in Hertfordshire. Here is the report. If I click on the page, it'll zoom out so we can see the whole page. and there is your report. It's a very quick way of doing a printed report of your records. Now remember, you can also do a report based on a query. And that's how you create reports in Access.